Did you know that while you sleep tonight, your muscles may be quietly getting weaker? It sounds dramatic, but the research is clear. After the age of 30, most adults lose between 3 and 5% of their muscle mass every single decade. And after 65, that loss can speed up to as much as 8% per decade. But here is what almost nobody tells you. A large part of that muscle loss happens at night, while you are fast asleep, during the long hours when your body goes without food. If you are over 60 and you have noticed your legs feeling weaker, your arms looking thinner, or getting out of a chair taking just a little more effort, you are absolutely not alone. And the good news is, there is something simple you can do about it starting tonight. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, I am going to show you exactly what to eat before bed to support stronger muscles after 60, not a complicated routine, not an expensive supplement, but simple, affordable foods that most of you probably already have in your kitchen right now, and I am going to reveal them in a countdown from the good options all the way to the single best choice. Before we go any further, if this channel is helping you take better care of your health, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next video, and drop a comment telling me where you are watching from. I read every single one. Now, let us understand why your muscles need help at night in the first place. Here is what is happening inside your body while you sleep. Think of your muscles like a savings account. During the day, when you eat protein, you make deposits. Your body takes the amino acids from your food and uses them to build and repair muscle tissue. But at night, you go anywhere from 8 to 10 hours without eating, and during those long hours, your body still needs amino acids to keep repairing and maintaining your muscles. When the supply runs low, your body starts making withdrawals. It breaks down muscle tissue to get the amino acids it needs. For a younger person, the body handles this balance well, but as we age, something called anabolic resistance sets in. This means your muscles become less responsive to the protein you eat. Researchers have found that muscle mass declines at a rate of about 1 to 2% per year after the age of 50, and muscle strength declines even faster. So every night that passes without enough protein before sleep, you are tilting that balance a little further in the wrong direction. Let me tell you about Robert, a 67-year-old retired teacher. Robert ate what he thought was a perfectly healthy diet: eggs at breakfast, chicken at lunch, fish at dinner, but he never ate anything after dinner. And over the years, he watched his grip weaken and his legs grow thinner, even though he felt he was doing everything right. The missing piece was the overnight hours, the hours when his muscles had nothing to work with. And Robert is not alone. In fact, most people over 60 make at least one of these common mistakes that make overnight muscle loss even worse. Mistake number 1: skipping protein at dinner. Many seniors eat a light dinner or skip the protein portion, thinking it will help them sleep better. But a dinner with very little protein leaves your muscles with almost nothing to work with all night long. Mistake number 2: eating a heavy, sugary snack before bed. A bowl of ice cream or a sweet biscuit might feel comforting, but sugar causes a quick spike and then a crash, and it does nothing to feed your muscles. Mistake number 3: drinking alcohol in the evening. Alcohol disrupts sleep quality and interferes with the body's ability to repair muscle tissue overnight. And mistake number 4: simply eating too early and then going to bed hungry. If your last meal is at 6 in the evening and you go to bed at 11, that is 5 hours with no protein, followed by 8 more hours of sleep. That is a very long stretch for your muscles to go without fuel. But the good news is, all of these mistakes have a simple fix, and it is the same fix: give your body a slow release source of protein right before bed. So what does the research actually say about eating protein before bed? A growing body of studies has looked at exactly this question, and the findings are remarkable. When researchers gave older adults protein shortly before sleep, they found that the protein was digested and absorbed during the night, and that it increased overnight muscle protein synthesis. In other words, the body was able to build muscle while it slept. One landmark study gave older adults about 40 grams of a slow digesting protein called casein 30 minutes before sleep, and the result was a measurable increase in muscle protein synthesis during the night. Another study found that a bedtime protein drink helped prevent the overnight loss of lean tissue in healthy older men. There is also the question of leucine. Leucine is the amino acid that acts like a key, switching on the muscle building process. And here is the important part for older adults. Research suggests that as we age, our muscles need a higher amount of leucine to get that switch turned on. This is why it matters not just how much protein you eat, but what kind. The key word here is slow digesting. Your body needs a protein that releases amino acids gradually over many hours to keep feeding your muscles through the night. And that is exactly what casein does. Casein is the protein found in milk and dairy foods. It forms a gel in your stomach and digests very slowly, providing a steady trickle of amino acids for hours. This is why the foods I am about to show you are mostly dairy-based. They are nature's slow-release muscle fuel. Now let us get into the countdown. These are the foods you can eat before bed to support stronger muscles after 60. We will start at number 5 and work our way up to the single best choice. Number 5 is warm milk. A simple glass of warm milk before bed is one of the oldest sleep remedies in the world, and it turns out the science supports it. Milk contains casein, that slow digesting protein we just talked about, along with a smaller amount of whey protein. A glass of milk gives your body a gentle, steady supply of amino acids through the night. It also contains tryptophan, an amino acid that supports relaxation and sleep quality. And better sleep means better recovery. Keep it simple, a warm glass of milk about 30 minutes before bed with no added sugar. Number 4 is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is a favorite because it packs a large amount of protein into a small serving. A single cup can deliver 20 grams of protein or more, most of it casein. It is also rich in calcium, which supports bone health, something every person over 60 should care about. And because it is thick and satisfying, a small bowl of Greek yogurt before bed helps you feel full and settled. Choose plain Greek yogurt rather than the sweetened flavored kinds, which are often loaded with added sugar. You can add a few berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon for flavor without the sugar spike. Number 3 is cottage cheese. If there is one food that deserves a special place in the story of muscle health after 60, it is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is almost pure casein protein. A half cup can provide around 12 to 14 grams of protein, with very little fat and very little sugar, and because it digests slowly, it is often called the perfect pre-bed muscle food. In fact, in the research on pre-sleep protein, dairy proteins like the ones in cottage cheese are exactly the kind of protein that has been shown to support overnight muscle protein synthesis. You can eat it plain, add a little black pepper, or mix in some chopped nuts and seeds for extra healthy fats. Keep the portion modest, about half a cup, 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Number 2 is a protein pudding or a casein shake if you want the convenience of a prepared option. A casein protein shake mixed with milk makes an excellent pre-bed choice. You can make a simple pudding by mixing casein powder with milk and letting it thicken in the fridge for a few minutes. It tastes like dessert. but it is delivering slow, release protein to your muscles all night long. This is a great option for people who do not enjoy dairy in its natural form, or who want something quick and easy. Just be sure to choose a product with minimal added sugar and artificial ingredients, and check with your doctor before adding any protein supplement, especially if you have kidney concerns. And now, the moment you have been waiting for. Number 1, the single best thing to eat before bed to support stronger muscles after 60. Are you ready? The winner is cottage cheese with a small handful of nuts or seeds. Now, I know cottage cheese already appeared on this list, so let me explain why this combination takes the top spot. Cottage cheese gives you that slow, digesting casein protein that feeds your muscles through the night. But when you add a small handful of nuts or seeds, you add healthy fats and a little extra protein, which slows digestion even further and supports hormone health. Walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, or flax seeds all work beautifully. This simple combination is easy to prepare, affordable, and requires no cooking. It is the kind of food your grandmother would have called good for you, and modern research is finally catching up. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 71-year-old who watched this very routine change her mornings. She started having half a cup of cottage cheese with a sprinkle of walnuts about 40 minutes before bed, and within a few weeks, she noticed she was sleeping more deeply, waking up less stiff, and feeling steadier on her feet. Now, cottage cheese will not rebuild muscle by itself. It works best as part of a complete routine, but as a pre-bed habit, it is the closest thing to a perfect choice. So let me show you how to put this into practice. The timing matters. Aim to eat your pre-bed snack about 30 to 45 minutes before you go to sleep. This gives your body time to start digesting, so the amino acids begin flowing just as you drift off. Keep the portion moderate. About half a cup of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt or a glass of milk is plenty. You do not need a huge meal before bed. In fact, a large heavy meal can disrupt your sleep, which is the opposite of what you want. Here is a simple daily plan to support muscle health after 60 at breakfast. Include a protein source like eggs or Greek yogurt. At lunch, add chicken, fish, beans, or lentils at dinner. Keep a good protein portion on your plate. And then about 40 minutes before bed, have your cottage cheese and nuts, or your Greek yogurt, or your warm milk. This way, your body has a steady supply of amino acids around the clock, with the overnight hours covered by your pre-bed snack. Give this routine at least 6 weeks before you judge the results. Track 3 simple things. First, how easily you rise from a chair. Second, how steady you feel when you walk. And third, how your legs feel at the end of the day. Small, consistent changes, repeated every single night, are what build real results. Before you start, a few important cautions. First, if you have kidney disease or any condition that affects how your body processes protein, talk to your doctor before increasing your protein intake. Second, if you are lactose intolerant, dairy-based options may not suit you. In that case, a plant-based protein shake may be a better fit, and you should discuss it with your healthcare provider. Third, be mindful of added sugar. Sweetened yogurts and flavored protein powders can quietly add a lot of sugar, which works against your health goals. Choose plain, unsweetened versions whenever you can. And finally, remember that no food can replace the basics. Strength training, even light resistance work, is still the most powerful tool for building muscle after 60. Protein before bed supports the process, but it does not replace the work. If you have any medical condition or take medications, always check with your doctor before making significant changes to your diet. Your personal health guidance must always come first. So let us bring everything together. The research is clear that muscle loss after 60 is real, and that a large part of it happens overnight while your body goes without food. And the solution is simple. Give your muscles a slow release source of protein before bed, a glass of warm milk, a bowl of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a casein shake. And the single best choice is cottage cheese with a small handful of nuts or seeds, about 30 to 45 minutes before sleep. Pair this with protein at every meal, light strength training, and good sleep, and you give your body everything it needs to hold on to the strength you have and to rebuild what time has taken. You do not need to do everything at once. Start tonight, just one small bowl. That is the first step. And remember, growing older does not have to mean growing weaker. Your body is not done. Your muscles are not finished. And stronger steps can still begin with the choices you make today. If this video helped you, please do 3 things. First, like this video so it can reach another person over 60 who needs this information. Second, share it with someone you love, a parent, a spouse, a friend who wants to stay strong and independent. And third, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next video on healthy aging, senior nutrition, and natural wellness. And tell me in the comments, which pre-bed food are you going to try tonight? Type yes if you are committing to stronger muscles after 60. I read every single comment, and I will be replying personally. Stay strong, stay consistent, and begin taking action today. Your body will thank you tomorrow, and for many healthy tomorrows to come.